Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. How you guys doing today?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Tina. Our fabulous guest, Holly Porter. Hi, how you doing, Holly?
Hi, great. How are you?
And
Good.
Jenny Trask with her bright pink hair this morning. I think did you color your hair for us?
Girl, it's always a little different when you have hair this color. Every time you wash it, it's like a new nuanced color. So
Oh, I was hoping that you would say, yes, I colored my hair just for you guys.
Just for you guys.
just for you, because I know that
For
you
the
guys like
Angel and
pink.
Tina morning show. And now I can't find our stuff. So we are streaming live on the Angel and Tina page
For the first time.
for the first time.
For the first time. So Tina set up our Angel and Tina morning show page back in the beginning of April when we started doing the show. But of course, we only thought, a couple weeks. We just shared on our pages, our profiles. This morning we are now
We're trying to be official, right?
For this unscripted, no big plans for the future. Let's just do this during the quarantine. And now here we are, 3 months later, we're still doing the show. So we're like adding features as we go.
Show, sponsored, syndicated on all of these channels now, right? When it was just some little tiny thing to make a bright start to your day.
I know. I was trying to record an intro for our streaming channel. It didn't work, but that was, how we started, where we thought this was going to go, and it has just taken over. But ladies, we are super excited to have you joining us this morning. Holly, where are you coming in from?
I am coming from actually a city called Hurricane by Zion National Park, about 2 hours north of Las Vegas.
I love this background.
Show us your background.
Yeah, it's literally my backyard. So that's it's all rock. That is my wall. There's a wall up there with somebody's jacuzzi, but we're pretty private down here. So
oh my gosh, how beautiful.
Super original.
That is so pretty.
Yeah.
That is so
I love
pretty.
unique.
It's not hot
like
yet. We have Las Vegas weather, so I'm like, it's nice right now, so I'll stay outside.
So are you Mountain Time or Pacific?
I'm Mountain.
Arizona. Mountain time. Okay. Right.
Or Arizona time, right?
Mountain. Yeah.
How about you, Miss Gini? Where are you coming in from?
I'm coming from Greeley, Colorado, which is north of Denver.
Oh, you have I'm in moved for the summer, huh?
Yeah, so we have a lifestyle that allows us to kind of move around and be in different places. So when it gets too hot in Houston, we come up to Colorado in the summers and enjoy the beautiful mountains. We've been hiking almost every single day since we've been here. So we get up early and we go hike, and it's just gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm in my little travel trailer. That's what my background is. It's my very, very luxurious, actually, travel trailer.
Well, I will say it is a pretty luxurious travel trailer. I have stayed in that travel trailer. It is pretty fancy.
Wait, why did you where? Why did you stay in
Don't I strike you as the outdoor type?
Not at all. You're like me. We need a couch and a bed and air condition and running water.
This travel trailer has all of that. It has air conditioning. It has a shower.
Oh my gosh.
I think it even has, does it have a washer and dryer in there too?
It doesn't have a washer and dryer, but it does have a full kit. So the kitchen in here is the same size as my kitchen in my house. And then this seat here, these chairs, this couch is way more comfortable than my couch in my actual home. We love this couch. This is our favorite part, is just to it's a theater couch. It reclines out. You can lay completely down on reclining in your chair.
How many times have you slept in there? Slept
tons.
on the couch there, right where you're sitting at.
Lauren sleeps on the couch all the time, but I have slept. I have taken naps. He does. Yeah.
Wait, do you make him sleep on the couch?
Well, the bed is right there.
Yeah, the bed's right here. But
not sleep on the couch. You're not sleeping in the bed tonight.
No, he tosses and turns. And so sometimes he feels more comfortable sleeping on the couch because he feels like he wakes me up. So it's out of love. He does it out of love for me. But it also has, the couch has heat and massage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's
I
like,
didn't know
wait,
that.
what?
We didn't spend enough time in the camper trailer, but we had gone. We were speaking. We were doing a big event
Yep.
in Houston, and so we stayed with Ginny, and she actually had a whole house. Like every room was occupied, and so we stayed in the trailer for like several days. We were there for
Yeah.
like
I
almost
was
a
like
week.
4. Yeah, you were there for a long time, like maybe five days, something like
Yeah,
that.
Wow.
it was fun. And then were you there the day? No, it was for Hannah. It was for Hannah when we were going to the airport, and we had all this luggage because we'd all been there for so long. We had gone like all these events, we'd been traveling, and we call an Uber to take us to the airport. And the teeniest little car shows up. Like everywhere in Houston, an Uber is a pickup truck. Like they are
Right.
all pickup trucks. It's like the only time where I felt like every Uber, like every time we got picked up in an Uber, it was in a pickup truck, was in Houston. But on this particular day, the teeniest little car shows
It's
up,
like a little Prius.
right? And it's for Hannah, and she has all this luggage. Jay and I have all this luggage. I think we even had an extra suitcase for Power Team, like a
Yep.
big, like
Huge suitcase,
Huge
like
suit- like,
huge,
it was
like
a
bigger
big
than
one.
Farhana. She could have gotten inside the
so
suitcase.
Farhana would have fit. Two of Farhana's would have fit. Well, of course she's this big, but I mean it was
Yeah.
Well,
a
and
big,
so are you.
right? It was a really, and so this woman, and we're like playing Tetris, trying to figure out how to get all these suitcases. They were on our laps mostly. As we get to, she's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "We will make it work," because it took forever for her to get there too. So we didn't have time to wait another 20 minutes for another Uber to hopefully show up. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. You are such a great host, Ginny. You are definitely in the right business and industry. And of course, we're going to spend some time chit-chatting about all of that. But yeah, that was my stay in the travel trailer
In the travel trailer.
But it
You
was
should
so much
have a
fun.
travel trailer like diary, like a guest book. Like, how was your stay? Tell me the funnest thing that you did.
We actually have one that's really funny. It's a journal for your trailer, and it says, in the title of the journal is, "I'm sorry for what I said when we were backing up the trailer." Because it's a tense moment. Okay, it's a tense moment.
I bet. Because it's
especially here, because at my mother, so we're parked at my mother-in-law's house. She has like hookups for us and everything. Well, so my husband used to drive a tractor trailer, and my mother-in-law used to drive a tractor trailer. So she wants to tell her son, my husband, how to do it, and they have different methods. And so he's like, "Mom, I know how to do this. Like, stop micromanaging me backing up the trailer." And I'm just like, let's not fight as we just got here.
Because we need to be here for a couple more months, because I don't want to
We're gonna be
stay
here for,
in
like,
the hot summer.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
for what I said. Right? I'm sorry for what I said when I did it. How many times? Okay, so tonight I'm doing I'm on a podcast. It's all about marriage.
I've seen that.
I love it.
You are a rock star.
And so
Is Jay going to be on there with you?
Gosh, no. Do you want to be?
He said,
He's behind the curtain.
Can we see Oz again today?
Hi, Jay.
We get 2 in 1 week.
Hi, girls. Hi, Jenny.
He's
Are you going to be on the podcast tonight?
Oh, no.
You don't want to talk about how wonderful it is to be married to the one and only Angel?
To the one and
I
only
always
Angel.
do.
Look at
I
how
always say
bright
that
I am
stuff.
today. I think this light is just a little too much.
Oh, I gotta adjust your camera. I'll fix that.
I'm like,
The husbands are in charge of these things. My husband set my little setup here for me too, as I was getting ready. Angel and I have the most supportive husbands. Like, we have amazing husbands. We're so lucky.
I'm going to have your husbands find me a husband.
There you go.
I want a supportive husband who puts my lights on too. And who brings me coffee, and at 6 o'clock brings me wine.
Mine's been watching my grandson that's 7 months, so I'm
gonna say.
all cheering him on.
There you go.
You have a 7-month-old grandson with you?
I have 11 grandkids, but I have a 10-year-old and a 7-month-old I got emergency custody of a couple months ago. So it's been a little cuckoo around here.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my
So you're
goodness.
raising a 7-month-old right now?
Right now, yeah. We have 8 kids. They're all adults. We've been empty nesters for 7 years. And
8?
yeah.
Oh my God, you look like 35. Like,
Right?
Oh man, the outside must do me.
You're like, I'm staying outside all the time.
Natural light.
Right?
We got a handful. Yeah, right now it's crazy. We moved in this house and 4 days later we got custody of them, and I don't know how long they're staying. I'll take them forever, but yeah, it's a crazy situation. So
Wow.
We
So
just-
how does it feel raising or doing a baby right now? And
oh my gosh.
Hey.
Well, I've had 9 startup companies, so one of them was a daycare. So I've had so many babies. I mean, I've changed so many butts. I can't even tell you.
oh, Holly, I had a daycare center too. That was my first business when I was 21 years old.
Well, there you go. Well, I did pretty well. That was a good little lucrative business, but I think your sanity level, you do things for different times and different places that you're in.
Yes, I definitely did that at 21 till 30 at one reason or another, and I will not do it again.
Yeah.
Holly, I love that you said that you do different things at different different phases of your life for different reasons, because I think, one thing that people don't, so people who aren't serial entrepreneurs like us, right? Like my brother used to always be on me like, hey, you just need to pick one thing and just really stick to it. And don't get me wrong, like my travel business, I own a multi-million-dollar travel business. It has been, I've had it for 10 years and I've been in the travel industry for 15 years. I mean, yes, that is the thing, right? But I mean, it does evolve, right? And I have had a lot of other businesses. And yeah, and I think, I was like, just like, dude, you don't get it. Like you don't get it, because you do different things for different seasons of your life. And some things are a good fit in one area in one time, and they're not a good fit. Like the way my travel business looks now versus the way it looked in the beginning, it is completely different. I started out in sports travel doing packages for like the Super Bowl and stuff, and that was great back then. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to do back then. And we still do a little bit of that, but now I create retreats and stuff. It's completely different, right? I mean, yes, the business name is the same, but what we do is even completely different. And I wouldn't change it. You know what I mean? Because this is what I need to be doing at this point in my life. So I like that you said that. And you've had 9 businesses?
Yeah, I've had 9 startups.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
That
Every
is.
time I start something new, I think I will never do a startup again, right? Because it is a lot to get that baby up and off the ground.
It's
But
a lot of moving parts, right? But I think once you do one, you're like, okay, now I have the process and I know the systems, and you just kind of plug and play, right? Or no?
Well, don't they say once you've made your first $1 million, it's easy to do 10 because you just repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely true.
And I think you
Imagine
become
our grandpas, right? They all went and worked like the same company for
Yep.
like
40 years, 50 years.
Yeah.
It's the same thing every day for 40 years.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
No.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
the daycare when I was younger because I had 3 small kids and I didn't want somebody else to raise my kids, right? And I was like, okay, well, I was a young wife and, in an army town, and I didn't want nobody to raise my kids. So I was like, okay, I'll, start a daycare. And I made more money than my husband did
Your husband
in the
did,
military.
right? But
Yeah.
look at Ginny now, right? She's like, we've created a business that allows us to have the lifestyle that we want. Holly, you're in a business that has created a lifestyle, right? To allow you to be there with your family and so we have so many opportunities happening right now. So Ginny, I know Houston was open. So did you have any issues or anything going from state to state or relocating during this time?
We haven't. I mean, it really wasn't a problem. The thing that was interesting that we found is that, in Houston, people were still very much wearing masks. I mean, people were very, very safe. And I'll tell you, actually, the most impressive city. So and we all have different feelings, different beliefs about this time and what everyone should be doing, right? So I live with, or not live with, but my mother lives directly next door to me. So I have contact with my mother like every single day, right? And then we knew that we were going to come up to Colorado and be basically directly in contact and next door to Lauren's 91-year-old grandmother, right? So keeping ourselves COVID free was very important to us. And so we were being really cautious. So we still weren't really going out and going to restaurants and things like that. But people in Houston were doing really well in terms of like wearing masks and keeping their distance and being safe and, you know, doing all those things. The most impressive place was I had to go to New Orleans for a business purpose. And we went to New Orleans. I was blown away by the way that they're handling things. They are open, they're in phase 1, and they have like, so restaurants can seat 25% capacity. I was impressed. I mean, everybody was using like hospital grade sanitizer. Every restaurant they'd removed tables. You had to wear a mask if you were coming through the door. So if you didn't have one, they'd hand you one, right? So if you're at the front door of the restaurant and you don't have a mask, they'll give you a mask, through the doorway.
Wait, how does that work when you're at a restaurant?
Well, then you would take it off.
The mask on, you just have to
No, so then you would take it off. But the whole idea there is, I actually just educated somebody else on this the other day. So the whole idea is when you're at your table, you're like in your pod of people that you feel safe with, right? When you get up to go to the bathroom, you should put your mask on because you're going to walk through and pass other people, right? So you should put your mask on. They should do the same. And now your server actually should stand 6 feet from your table, right? And wear their mask. And they did. So everybody, like the waiters and waitresses, would stand back as far as they could to take your order. Everybody was using disposable napkins, disposable plates, disposable menus. So they would literally throw your menu away after you had touched it. Everything was super, super, super sanitary and clean. And every server was like really on top of it. We only went to one place where it was an issue. But then it was interesting coming up here to Colorado. We did have, like, as soon as we got outside the Houston city limits, it was just like, nobody was wearing masks. Nobody was social distancing.
Them darn Colorado people.
Nobody cared. And then we have found it to be more loose. I think more loose up here in Greeley. How is it down there in Denver, Angel?
I don't know. I haven't left my house.
Well, and we really wouldn't have either.
Like,
right?
I don't know, but I don't wear a mask.
Yeah,
I've been to two places, Ginny. I went to get my nails done. And of course, you can't wait inside. They've got 20, every other, like they can only have 5 people in there at a time getting their stuff done. You did have to sign a waiver that said you hadn't been on an airplane, or you have to do the hand sanitizer. They have a mask for you. Yeah. So it's this whole thing. And then my lash place was the same thing. So the only 2 places.
Well, you went to Target for a couple of minutes and you started freaking out because you had to keep your mask on.
Yeah, I had to wear my mask the whole time. And so I got and I was going to sneeze, and I have this mask on in Target. And I'm like, what do I do? Do I take it off? Do I put it, like, what do I do? I'm freaking out. And so I sneeze inside of my mask. So now it's all slobbery on the inside, all on my face. I'm just like,
when she told me this, cracking up. I can just, when somebody tells you and you're just like picturing it, you're just cracking up. I'm like, poor Angel, I can see her with the mask and there's snot all in it. And she's like, I don't know what to do.
Oh my God.
Right? So yeah, and
hey, I don't know
before we got kicked out for spreading germs, right? We had to, but all the signs, like, you can't touch anything, don't try anything on, don't like it was social distancing even against the stuff, right? Like, you've got everybody goes down different lanes, like there's arrows so you don't pass people, and yeah, these are different times. But I don't know, Jenny. I've been invited out a couple times. I'm like, I'm good. I'll just stay home.
Yeah, we for the most part don't really do that either. Just when we've had to, like in New Orleans, we had to because there was nowhere, the hotel wasn't doing room service. So we had to go out to eat. But I felt very safe there. I felt less safe about it in other places. And definitely, like, every truck stop that we stopped out of the way, it was just like, nobody cared. And just forget it. Like, we don't even have a pandemic going on. Oh yeah.
Which nobody. Is all the travel people, who knows where they've been. Like,
yeah.
I know.
It's
Well,
like
the
a hug.
actual workers were wearing masks, but not a single soul inside any of the truck stops were wearing masks. We were the only people. People looked at us like we were like aliens. They're like, these city slickers over here
Have you been
wearing the
out, Holly?
goddamn mask.
What is it going on in Utah?
You know what? They actually came and did like a national story down here because they were like, why don't you have hardly anybody sick? And why is nobody wearing a mask? And, you know, we do have a lot of tourism that comes through here, and that's been what's brought things in. But no,
You tourists that are coming through, Gini.
Darn tourists.
Yeah, it's all your fault. No, we went to Olive Garden, I will say, and the other day, and I actually took the baby, which I haven't had him out. So like, I've noticed he's getting some social issues because they're not around people.
Because he doesn't know people. He's like, who are you?
I have a huge family, and they about 20 of them were there the other day at the airport picking up somebody, and everybody was kind of mauling him because he's so cute, you know, and he just got this little helmet that he has to wear, and everybody was just, oh, you're so cute. And he was just like, you know, freaking out because it's just like so overstimulated. But we went to Olive Garden, and I felt really bad because I had no idea. We counted 8 tables in the whole place, right? So I didn't know about the 25% or whatever. And I went with a girlfriend, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is so sad that nobody's here. So we just sat there and talked for a little while. When we go to leave, there's like 10 people waiting to get in. We had no idea. We were actually taking a table from somebody. We had no idea. We felt so
And
bad.
you guys were sitting there just drinking your wine, having a good conversation.
Well, it was lunch. I was having lemon water. But yeah, it was
Not a 3 martini lunch.
Yeah, right? It wasn't a lunch like you and I would have, Angel.
Oh.
Yeah, so we are getting ready to, I think, plan to go out in July in about a month, ready to get back out and do some.
We're going to go to Tampa.
I think.
So if you go to Tampa, Angel, I'll go to Tampa and see and get in there. If you go.
If I go, you'll come?
I'll come.
All right, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. All right, well, let's get to know our guests a little bit better. Did you guys say who was going first?
I said I would go first.
Oh no, Jenny said she'll go first.
Jenny said she'd go first? Okay, fabulous. Well, we have Gini Trask, the beach boss. Right? She's from Houston, Texas, but y'all just heard she's sitting in Greeley, Colorado right now, so just about an hour away from me. And we might have to social distance somehow to see each other while she's here. But she comes from a family of successful entrepreneurs. She started her first business at the age of 16, graduated from University of Northern Colorado. In the last 15 years, she has developed businesses in restaurant, construction, travel, and retail. She is a master business coach. Her passion is in helping business owners create more fun and more profit. And her retreats, which is what we are here to talk about, are top notch. She is like the hostess with the mostest. That's not on her bio. I'm just going to say it. She runs some of the most amazing retreats for small businesses and corporations. Her specialty is large group events, and nobody does it better. She makes sure that they are packed with content, beach times, like all sorts of fun stuff. And you have transitioned, and you are hosting a pretty impressive event coming up this weekend. So yay, Gini, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. So, because things have obviously changed. We do specialize in live events, right? Like, actual in-person events. And we work with, coaches, we work with small business owners and direct sales leaders to create, our tagline is we unite your tribe, right? So we help people to unite with their tribe through retreats, travel, and events. And so all those things are in person normally. So we decided to take some things virtual, as so many people have. And we are coming up this week at the on Friday and Saturday, we have the Badass Women in Business Web Summit. So we're super excited about that. And so all of you guys on here are, female business owners. Did you know that only 2% of female-owned businesses ever make it to the 7-figure mark?
Yeah.
That is sad.
Yeah, I heard
you
that not
guys.
too long ago.
That is, we have got to change that, right? We've got to change that. So that's what Badass Women Events is all about. So badasswomenevents.com has all the events that we're doing this year. So we're starting with a web summit, which is Friday and Saturday. We're going to have experts from around the world. You guys, we have experts from Australia, from the UK, from all over the place. I think we've got some people coming from Thailand, Paris, I mean, just all over, that are, you know, all, and they all specialize in different areas of business, right? So because I think the important thing is that, like, wherever you're at as a female business owner, we want to support you. So if you're in the startup phase, or if you're in the I've been doing this for 15 years and I'm burnt out phase, right, we have an expert for you, you know, that we can kind of connect you with and you can learn from. Because you guys, we have to change the statistic. We have got to get more female-owned businesses to the $1 million mark. Like, this is crazy to me as a person who has reached that mark in business. And my business has been in the multi-millions. So I built 4 businesses into the multi-millions. And my travel business, Top Tier Travel, has been at that mark for at least 6 years, right? And like, when I hear that statistic, I just think, oh my God, you guys, like, you can do it. You can do this. But, you know, I had coaches, right? I had wonderful coaches along the way. I had resources. I am blessed because my family is a family of entrepreneurs, but not everyone has that support system. So I wanted to create that support system in Badass Women Events, and, you know, create something that female business owners can plug into. You know, we're a community, we're a tribe of women that will support you. And I think the biggest thing for me, even in the last few years, you know, beyond having great coaches and things like that, has been being a part of a community of doers. Not the people who are talking about it, who are saying that they're going to do something, but the people who are actually out there in action, creating, you know, what they want, taking those steps. I just think that's so important. So the community aspect is just as important as, you know, connecting people with the right experts and coaches. So we have 3 events coming up. We have the web summit, which is Friday and Saturday. That's free, by the way. And then we also, you can go to badasswomenevents.com to find it. So we have the web summit, and Tina and Angel are both going to be on the web summit. So yay! And then we have because I got to do some live stuff, you guys. I got to get around people. So in August 20th through the 23rd, we are having a boot camp in Atlanta. So we can actually all see each other face to face. And then we are having a retreat, because retreats are really where it's at. I think to get out of your day-to-day and to get into a vacation type setting. I mean, I've seen it time and time again. This is what I do for a living. It transforms you. The way that it opens you up to be on the beach and connecting with experts and learning content and dreaming, you know, your business into a new place. You can only really do the kind of massive transformation and work that we do when you're at a retreat, in my opinion. So we have a retreat November 5th through, I'm sorry, we're changing it. It's October 15th through the 15th. Oh my God, you guys. October 15th to the 19th. Yeah. 15th to the 19th in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So anyway, so yeah, that's what we've got going on, and I'm just super excited about it.
Yeah, Gini puts together, I've been on quite a few now events that Gini has put together. And she completely delivers, and everybody, I mean, they're the kind of events you talk about for years afterwards. Like, you can't get enough, and you can't wait to go back. And Playa del Carmen is a fantastic location to have an event. We did one, was it last October that we were in Playa?
Yeah, I think it was October. I think it was.
You guys were all out there, because that was right when I was like, oh, I want to be there too.
Never want to miss. You never want to miss. Yeah, it is weird, like, you know, to think about. And I mean, my husband and I, we keep looking at my calendar. I have a wall calendar that has all my travel, right? All my speaking, all my travel events. And of course it's hideous right now because I've crossed out, put things in, crossed out, put things in, crossed out.
Wait, it's not like a whiteboard where you can just erase the.
because I'm a calendar girl, like set
I
it
am
and forget it.
too.
There's no erasing, right? There's no, right? And so now he was looking at it the other day and I'm like, well, what do you think? And if we shift, and of course we don't know because it's so confusing. We're open except for we're not. You can except for you can't, right? And he says, do you want me to get you a new wall calendar? I was like, oh, because it is ugly, right? It's just cross out, cross out, cross out. And so planning ahead, and I've been invited to do some things like in September and October, but I've been really hesitant about committing. Like I've already got all these things that
Well, you've even been hesitant about going out with your girlfriends.
I have. I have turned into a mole, an absolute mole.
Like this weekend, she said, my girlfriends called me and asked me to have happy hour. And I said, no. I was like, why? She goes,
like,
I just don't want to do it.
Well, you know, we're funny though. I mean, people are really in different places. So we actually have a trip of 300 people that is traveling to New Orleans June 18th. So 9 days from now.
300 people.
Yep.
Wow.
But you know, New Orleans chose not to move into phase 2 a couple days ago. So we advised the group, and you know, we've given them an alternate date. And so some people feel more comfortable taking that alternate date, right? And then some people really, really want to press forward, and everybody's in a different place. And so like what we've done is we've really allowed people choices. So we've allowed people to choose, like, and that's part of why we developed the Web Summit for Badass Women in Business is cool. Like, before we all go to this boot camp, let's all kind of get together. Let's have an event that everyone can attend, right? But yeah, everyone's at a different comfort level, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's totally okay to you do what you think is right for you in your life, and that what we've been doing is just supporting our clients in that. So most of our events have alternate dates where people can choose, like they can choose, you know, to do the earlier date or to do the later date. Because that seems to be where people are more comfortable. So that's how we've kind of accommodated that. And so this 300 person trip, now that New Orleans hasn't moved into phase 2, it's really going to probably be more like 150. And then about another 150 are going to move to a September date. But that's okay, right? Like we want to support them in being comfortable. And so that's why we created the second date, and that's okay, right? So you know, I think in this day and age, to move forward with events, that's kind of what you have to do right now. And so that's what we've done is we have backup plans. So for the things I just announced, other than the Web Summit, because obviously it's going, we have, you know, backup plans and alternates and things like that we'll do. Certainly we're prepared to do our boot camp as a virtual if we need to. And the retreat, we have an alternate date in case we need to move it. So.
Well, I am, for one, looking forward to the October retreat. Going to Mexico, right?
Yes.
And I'm definitely looking forward to the Atlanta one because I get to teach the VIP day.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we have a bonus day. We have a bonus day on the 23rd. That is it's the Tina show. Tina and Tandra. It's the Tina and Tandra show, and they are going to be running
TNT.
Yep, TNT. I love it.
Right.
And you guys are some explosive ladies, so it's going to be awesome.
And I'm so looking forward to it being in person because we're going to teach. We're teaching you how to network and how to work a room and how to build relationships and how to build that KOT factor within 5 minutes. So we need that in-person thing to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think I feel pretty good. I personally feel good about August, just because I am in the industry. I do see sort of the trends and things like that. And we've been seeing what I am seeing on my end is people are voraciously, like, every single travel package that we put out is selling out. Part of the thing with this trip in June, this June 18th trip, is honestly, we have had cancellations, but every single time that someone cancels, it opens a room in inventory and somebody buys it immediately. We literally had people calling in yesterday to still buy spots on this trip that's traveling in 9 days. Wow. I mean, there are
on a waiting list. Put me on a waiting list.
Yeah, it's for real. People are like, they're like, hey, you got any more spots?
They want to get out.
Is like crack now.
They're ready to get out.
Got any more spots on that trip? I want to go. Yeah, they are. People are ready. And so there's a huge number of people that are ready, right? And so cool. So we're there for them. We're there for you. And then those of you that aren't comfortable, cool. Like,
Angel's
do
like,
you.
Nope.
Hang out.
I did not know that I would be this mole person. I was scheduled to go somewhere last week, and I woke up that morning just like, nope,
Nope.
canceling.
I'm not going.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's all, yeah. So I didn't know. I've just turned in, but I've just totally turned into a mole. You're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to baby step and get myself out into public. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Well, that's why
If you don't
Tina,
see Angel in July, you know why.
That's right. And I have actually been tested for coronavirus. So I was tested 10 days ago for coronavirus.
So Gini, how do you want everybody to get a hold of you?
So people can go to badasswomenevents.com, and there you can see the lineup of all of the events we have coming up. I would love, love, love for you guys to join our virtual summit, which is Friday and Saturday. So it's the 12th and 13th. We start at like 8 a.m. Pacific. So, and then we'll just have at the top of the hour, every hour, we'll have a new expert on. We have, of course, Angel and Tina are both going to be on, but we have people speaking about, business basics, even like just foundational things. We have women who have incredible stories that they're going to share that are just going to show you that no matter what happens to your life and your business, you can survive. We have people who are experts in marketing. We have people that are experts in the financial side of things, just every aspect of business. And really, like I said, it's for any level, right? No matter where you are, if you're a startup or if you've been in business for 20 years, there's something for you, because that is our goal, is really to connect women with resources from all areas of business, all levels of business, and to create that tribe that is going to cheer you on, and take you across the next finish line, like whatever the next finish line is. So badasswomenevents.com is where you guys can go to connect with our events.
You have 100 speakers lined up for this.
100?
That's what it says. With over 100 speakers. Oh, speaking over a 2-week period.
Oh,
is that what that is? Did I read that right? I might have read that wrong.
We do. Okay. But I will say we have 35 speakers.
Okay.
That's
35
a lot.
for the weekend.
35 speakers for the weekend.
Yes.
It is a lot.
It is a lot.
We do have, so we have 35 speakers over the weekend. And then we've got, of course, then we'll have, there's going to be a couple different ways you guys can connect and get involved in the community. Because from that point on, we will have like weekly features with speakers in all different levels of business. We'll have a mastermind that you can join as well. So there's a couple different ways once you come to the virtual event that you can kind of get plugged in, so that you don't have to wait until August to, get further plugged in and to get more connection with our experts.
This is a really cool site too, Gini, because you can pick your categories, who are your speakers, plan your schedule. It's a very fun site.
Thanks. Because one thing is we do have it's 2 tracks. And so people will speak at different times. Now you'll get a replay. So even if like you have to make a hard choice, like let's say that you have to choose between, listening to Angel speak one day or listening to Tina, let's say they spoke at the same time or whatever, you're still going to get the replay for free. So everything is free. The summit is free. The replay is free. But yeah, so you can kind of pick.
On here are Pacific time.
Those are Pacific. Yep,
they are Pacific. Okay.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Yeah, but you can go in, you can see who's speaking when, you can choose what you want to attend. Yeah, and then if you do have to make a hard choice between 2 time slots, you can always get the replay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait.
Yay.
I know.
Okay, well, let's get to know Holly, who has been so patient and hanging out with us, right?
I love hearing all this.
And everybody is loving your background.
I know the sun's like coming up, so I feel like I'm like,
she's gonna start cooking. She's gonna start cooking any minute.
She's gonna start turning into diamonds.
Right? Well, Holly is an influencer, a trailblazer, an innovative entrepreneur and philanthropist. She connects you for success and leads by example. She's an award-winning international speaker who inspires business breakthroughs and personal transformations, helping you formulate a prosperous and sustainable business using cutting-edge tools, helping you to become recession resistant. So right now, right, we kind of are feeling like we were going into a recession, right? Everybody working from home. And she also teaches you how to close the gap to prosperity. She has a publishing company called Prosperity Publishing. She's authored 13 #1 international bestsellers and has inspired and assisted over 140 other people reaching a new level of success. Holly, we're so excited you're here today.
Wow, that's impressive. 13 #1 bestseller, international bestsellers.
I like the idea of closing the gap on prosperity. Yeah, girl.
Well, you know what? When you said earlier about people saying you should only focus on one thing, people that are ADHD, like a lot of entrepreneurs are, they get told that all the time. And it's like, oh, if one more person is going to tell me that, I'm going to smack them, And then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to create my Prosperity Profilers company. And that's what it's going to be about, is prosperity. And I can do whatever I want with prosperity.
I love it. I love
Whatever
it.
I want, whatever I want. I love the name, right? Because it's a lot of what Gini was talking about, of helping people to reach that successful business level. Whereas we hear the sad stories of so many business owners that are just struggling, right? They're not making any money. They're not having any prosperity in any area of their business. And so how did you get into publishing? How did you choose publishing as one of your many, many businesses to go into?
I started doing my books, and I was working with another publisher, my first publisher, and she had a course that she trained people to publish. And I'm like, so not interested, and after about my 5th book, I'm like, there's something to this. I'm doing a lot of the legwork because she didn't know how to do the Amazon bestsellers and all that. So I figured all that out for her. And then that just kind of did the light bulb thing. So really what my passion is helping people get the visibility they need. So like, I'm not really a big marketer. I'm a title person. So if somebody has, for instance, like if somebody has a book, the ideal client for me is they have a book. Maybe they wrote it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. They don't want to write another book. It's a good book, but they never got a bestseller. I can get that book international #1 bestseller within a week for them. So now they can do it behind the scenes, or they can do a whole new, launch a second edition, whatever they want to do. And I can make that a #1 bestseller. So now they have that title. And then in conjunction with that, I have a campaign that I do for the featured on all the major media. So I get them on between 300 and 500 major media. So now they can use all the major media logos in their promotional materials. So that's the marketing piece that I do. And then I send them usually to people that actually will help them promote the book and do more with it, because that's not really my game. I can do both of those within a week. So that's really
and you can do it from anywhere, right? I mean, that's some of the brilliance of all of this, is that you can create that visibility and exposure from home, right? They don't have to be traveling. They don't have to be on a national book signing tour, right? You can do it all from where
they literally could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
World.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. All right. So what exciting projects? I know you've had your kids, like you've had your grandkids with you here. What exciting projects have you been working on, like during the recession? How have you pivoted?
Oh, wow. So I don't even feel like the virus has been the least of our issues, because, like I said, we moved during that. So we were able to close our home. Luckily, it was a school teacher that bought it, so her income wasn't affected. And then we got custody of these 2 grandchildren 4 days later. So kind of we were dealing with that. And I was...
So you just moved into this home?
Like 2 months ago. Yeah.
Where did you move from?
Not very far away, like maybe 10 miles away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we another side business we have, when you were talking about the trailer, we have an RV, a 31-foot RV, which is way too big, by the way, for letting people take.
Yes.
We do that as like an Airbnb. So people take it and they go to Bryce National Park, Zion National Park. They take it all over. Anyway, it's been everywhere. So we have that. And then we live by the lake. So we just bought a couple jet skis. And so we're going to, dabble in that. And then we live by the sand dunes too. So there's lots of fun things going on. So that's just, we get to buy toys and then rent them out. And it's
So
hard.
we're going to have a retreat at your house.
Well, that's I'm having one this fall. I haven't picked a date because of everything going on, but I'm hoping to just even get Las Vegas people that just have a couple hour drive can come up and And what we'll do is I do creators retreats. So I had one right that's supposed to be happening next week in Ireland. So I'm really bummed about that. It was a
Oh,
creators retreat for men and women, and we were going to just create something. So a multiple stream of income, because that's what I specialize in. And they can come and they can write, they can create a business, they can, work on a business, like whatever. Like it was totally open for creators. So that's what I want to do here, but we'll add the piece of going to the sand dunes, going, on the jet skis, like one of the days we'll play. Because to me, that gets your juices flowing. When you're having fun, that's going to bring out the creativity. And anyway, so yes, you'll get dirty, but you'll get dirty on the sand and you'll get clean in the water.
right. And don't you find, Holly, I mean, that's the thing, right? People need to tap into their creativity, right? And even people who've been in business a long time, if all you do is just focus, because we all know you can become totally consumed by your business, right? So like what you're doing with these creators retreats and getting people out, getting them outside, getting them doing things that they don't normally do is so important. And people don't realize how important that is for their business, but it is everything. It is everything.
Well, they're saying
And that's where the collaboration starts, right? Is during those times on the jet skis and in the sand dunes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And here when you're outside, don't they say the sun kills the virus anyway? But they have closed the lake for about the last 4 or 5 weeks in a row because it's full by like 9 a.m. in the morning. They can't let anyone else in.
Wow.
Everybody wants out. Everybody wants out. So how often have you done these creator retreats, Holly?
I just started. So
okay. I was just going to ask you, I'm like, so what kind of businesses like have
formed out of
so
these,
now right? Now you're going to try and do one in the fall at your home or in?
But I'm going to do it here. Yeah. I won't do one out of the country, obviously. I'm just going to do it here. And even if it's just some people, like I said, that come up from Las Vegas, it'll probably be limited to like 12 people. Where I live, there's a bunch of Airbnbs because there's so much play stuff around by me. And so there's a lot of big houses that rent, that can fit, 15 to 25 people in them. And then it's right around the corner. So yeah, I'm just exploring that. I'm going to do a fall one. I just haven't picked the date because I've kind of just been waiting for like what's happening and are people going to come? I think they'll feel okay by then. It'll be like probably more like the end of September when we do it. And it's still warm here. In fact, you don't want to do anything here in July and August because it's, 110. So it's perfect weather in September.
And it's that dry heat.
It is dry heat. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely desert. The red dirt. We're all about the red dirt here.
You talk about hot. I was talking to my mom the other day. We were talking about running, like on concrete. I was telling her I like to run on the trails here, but when it's rainy, it's muddy. And so that doesn't work. And she's like, well, here in Florida in the summer, the asphalt is kind of squishy. Like it gives because it's so hot. And so you can run out on, I'm like,
not good.
Like that's really hot that it melts the asphalt,
right?
And
that's going to melt your shoes.
My God, that's hot. So yeah, I bet you you could run on the asphalt there and it would be squishy. Not that you want to run in 100-degree heat. Like there's this weird balance. All right. So Holly, how, in addition to the retreats, how are some other things that people can't get in touch with you? What other things are you doing?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would love authors of course I do a full publishing package as well. But really, I love the one and dones, I call them, where you can just come in and we can just get you going and get you some visibility. And then you can go make a difference in the world. So that's my number one. I actually am a real estate broker. I don't know if you even knew that. So I have a new show we're starting down here. So southernutah.realestate is our domain for that. And my husband's leaving concrete, which he's only knows for 37 years now. And it's just so hard on your body. And so he's getting his real estate license again. And we are just going to rock it down here doing all this fun stuff. And I am a broker at a very prestigious company here in St. George. And that's all just happening. So, with everything going on, it's just like, I love being busy. I love building teams. And so I've learned, to stay in my genius and get the right people in the right places to do what we need help with. You can't do it all by yourself, and that's okay. And so I'll never only have one business, but I usually focus on building one at a time. So we're going to start a show, like what you gals are doing, but it's for Southern Utah. So it's Southern Utah Real Estate is what it is going to be called, Southern Utah Real Estate and Business, and just bring tourism and bring people here. People love coming here. Like there's so many people. If we get into another recession, we won't get hit like other places because we've got medical industry just growing and it's blowing up here. So a lot of people are retiring because of the weather, and yeah, we just want people to come and visit. It's a great place to be, and message me if you're interested in any of that. Cause I'd love, to connect. I'm a connector. I'm all about the relationships, and I love that you ladies obviously do that as well. And I can't wait to get to know you all better, because that's what I like to do, is meet new people. And I'm glad we can do it this way.
Right?
It has worked out. It has
We
worked
wouldn't
out.
have been able to do this.
Right.
Yeah, we have been able, we have more access, right? And out of the adversity, we've all discovered opportunities. And it's been fun to bring in during the show to hear what people have created, how they have shifted, what they're doing differently. We're not just sitting back on our laurels, just freaking out. I have turned into a mole. Didn't know that. I am realizing that, but admitting you have
a problem is the first step.
Is the first step. That's what I hear. So
at least it's not denial.
Well, one more thing I'd like to mention, if I could, we also have an event called Technify. So a business partner that lives here with me, and we brought it online. It was a live event. And what we do is bring new technology, which, was perfect timing because we'd already had a couple of them when all this happened. So it was perfect. But right now we're taking a little break for the summer. We'll start them up again. We were doing them every couple of weeks, but it's just, we bring people, like we have an app technology. So if anybody's interested in getting an app, but they don't want to go spend $100,000 or more on having one created, it's white labeled. So when it's white labeled, it means that it's built under somebody else's platform. So like they own the code, and then you can use their platform. So like really it runs like $5,000, and it is amazing. So anybody building a membership site, it takes the place of like 5 different platforms that you can have. So if you've ever thought about having an app and you just thought, no, it's too much, it's out of reach, contact me about that, because we are business partners with them. And then the Easy Card, easycard.com/Holly Porter. That's mine, one of them anyway. And you can go there and that'll give you, you can see what those look like. It's a great digital thing that you can just give people. Now you're not handing them a business card, especially now with the virus. You don't want to everybody's freaked out touching anything, and where everything's virtual. So easycard.com. They are one of our partners. So we just bring people. We had TR Garland as a guest for LinkedIn. We just bring the best of the best to bring new things so that you can see how to use technology, because technology is not anything to be afraid of, and it's not going away.
Right?
Yeah, right. This quarantine has been made possible by technology, right? Like it is what has brought us all together. It's been our saving grace, right? For staying connected and keeping things running, having things delivered, right? Technology has been an absolute saving grace for all of us. Well, this has been an exciting, I love the two of you. I think the collaboration is beautiful, talking about experiences, talking about retreats, talking about getting together in collaboration with others, but just leveling up. Right? Let's change the statistics of less than 2% of women hitting that $1 million mark. And really, even in business, I think it's less than, it's a very small percentage of overall entrepreneurs that hit that $1 million mark. And so let's make a difference and let's make a change and collaborate with these two gals. It's hollyporter.com and badasswomenevents.com. Sign up to come and hang out with us this weekend as we do that. I'm Angel Tuccy. I am your media exposure specialist. I'm super excited to be one of the speakers at the Badass Women events. And we help you get more media exposure, like Holly was talking about, visibility, exposure. It is the key to keeping your entire business growing. And he with the most exposure wins. You can download my complimentary guide at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. And we're hosting the Connect 5 Summit is coming up on June 23rd. And this week I'm hosting a workshop on how to write a press release, how to leverage press releases to get into your business. And that is a free event. We'll post that Eventbrite link in the comments as well.
That is awesome. I can't wait for that. I am Tina Torres, your client retention expert and gratitude specialist, and I help you create clients for a lifetime, turn those clients into raving fans, and increase your cash flow all at the same time. And I am a speaker at the Badass Women's event this Friday and Saturday. I think I'm speaking Saturday at 3. So I'm so excited and honored to be on that summit as well. As Angel said, the Connect Summit is coming up. The Connect 5 Summit, June 23rd from 12 to 6 Eastern. And if you want to grab your 7 ways to increase your cash flow, you can text the word connection to 26786. That is 26786. Text the word connection. You can get your 7 ways to increase your cash flow. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.